Right now, those warm temps are on our doorsteps, and how you can stay safe through the latest warm-up. Also, activists came together to try to shut down an oil pipeline in northern Wisconsin. And some minor tweaks are ahead for the Madison Metro Transit. We let you know what to expect for tomorrow. That's all coming up right now at 10. Good evening, and thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Jalen Banks. A major warm-up is on the way this week for southern Wisconsin, with high temps climbing into the 90s and possibly even higher. Jacob Madison was out on the weather patio with a look at your first warn forecast. All right, Jacob, what can you tell us about this minor little heat wave that we're going to be seeing?
Well, at some point, we will likely have the hottest temperature of the year, and I'm not even going to say so far because I don't see us getting to the temperatures that we will next week beyond the 10-day forecast. Now, if we look, we do have 3 alert days for Sunday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Now, Wednesday and Thursday will be hotter than Sunday, but we issued the alert day for Sunday simply because, a lot of people have outdoor plans on Sunday, and it's still going to be pretty hot. But the high temperatures could exceed 95 degrees at times, and heat index values will exceed 100 degrees at times. So we're talking some pretty serious heat. And for tomorrow, we have a heat advisory in effect for Sauk County and all the counties to the south. 1 p.m. to 8 p.m. will be when it's in effect for Madison, and then 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. for places near Platteville. Now, looking at the current wind speeds, one of the factors as to why the temperatures are so warm is the winds are coming out of the south and really bringing in the heat from the southern half of the United States. Now, look at the current temperature, still 78 here in Madison. I have to tell you right now, standing outside, it's definitely very humid and muggy, and because of that, the temperatures will only drop to around 70 overnight. As we look at the forecast for tomorrow, we'll see high temperatures in the lower 90s. We'll see partly sunny skies by the afternoon, but it's also going to be pretty humid, so the heat index values will likely be hotter than that, with possibly approaching 100 for Sunday. But as I mentioned, Wednesday and Thursday will be worse. I'll talk more in detail about just how hot it could get coming up later in the show.
Jacob, thank you. The fight to shut down a 70-year-old oil pipeline brought people from across the state together in Madison today. Protesters gathered outside of the Madison Department of Natural Resources offices downtown, and to urge them to take action on Line 5, just a month after a federal judge ruled it's operating on native land illegally. Our Braden Ross spoke to some of those activists today.
Waunakee High School senior Isaac Drangsvit doesn't want to be here.
I honestly don't want to be an environmentalist. I want to become a lawyer. That's my big goal in life.
But at this point, he says he doesn't have a choice.
There's smoke in our air. We can't breathe in the summer. I know many of my friends went to camps like high schoolers do, and they were locked inside.
He's joining other young climate activists from across the state calling for the Wisconsin DNR to permanently shut down a northern Wisconsin oil pipeline.
Just knowing that that's in my state and that it doesn't even power homes in my state, it doesn't fuel cars in this state, I don't think we should be taking that risk.
Last month, a federal judge ordered Canadian energy company Enbridge to shut down part of their 70-year-old Line 5 for trespassing on the Bad River Band's reservation. The company's new plan, reroute the 12-mile section of the pipeline that's on the reservation to 41 miles of pipe off Bad River land.
Right now, our whole fight is to stop the new permits, which would allow the pipeline to be rerouted, which would then end the pipeline altogether.
No more coal, no more oil. Keep your carbon in the soil.
Young environmental activists say their generation is fired up about climate issues like this one.
They're so passionate, but also so angry and so ready to make sure that we're not ignored, that people are listening to us, and people stop treating us like children who don't know anything, because we do know better.
As for Isaac, he's ready to hang it up anytime.
Once we fix it, I will move on with my life.
But not until his horizon is clear.
We want to have clean water, clean air, and a healthy future.
For News 3 Now, I'm Braden Ross.
Enbridge has appealed the federal judge's order to shut down a section of Line 5. The DNR still has to approve their plans to reroute the pipeline before they can move forward. A person was taken to a hospital with life-threatening injuries in the early mornings of this morning. A fight on Madison's south side caused the injuries. Officers were called to Antlers Pub in the 2200 block of West Broadway around 1:45 a.m. today for a report of a fight in progress. Police say several people were involved in the fight. A person was found with life-threatening injuries at the scene of the fight and was taken to a local hospital. The incident is being investigated by the MPD Violent Crime Unit. DeForest police say they have arrested a man who led officers on a slow speed chase. Police tried to stop 37-year-old Dustin Romper around 7:45 last night near the area of Windsor Road and Peterson Crossing Boulevard. Romper did not pull over and a slow speed chase began. The chase continued into Sun Prairie. Officers stopped following Romper after he made aggressive maneuvers to elude them. His vehicle was found abandoned in Sun Prairie and was located and taken into custody just after 5 tonight. No injuries or crashes were reported in connection with the chase. The 7th annual Eakin Park Festival wrapped up on Madison's east side earlier this afternoon. The family-friendly, community-oriented event featured live music, local food, beer, kids' activities, and much more. The Eakin Park Neighborhood Association puts on the event every year and credit the volunteers for how successful the event has become.
It just shows that people are hungry to meet their neighbors and hungry for community and a good time, listen to music, get out on a beautiful day. I think people just want to have a cold drink and enjoy the weather.
The goal of the festival isn't to grow and get bigger every year. Organizers enjoy the community-driven, neighborly feel the event brings. Every August, the African Association of Madison hosts Africa Fest. This year's celebration started this morning and just wrapped up at the top of the hour. Food and drinks, kids' activities, and art and fashion vendors populate the festival grounds, bringing thousands out to the event each year. Exhibits and demonstrations celebrate African community and culture. The centerpiece of the festival is the main stage, which hosts music and dance performances.
It's a great thing to kind of have people come to kind of explore the cultures, and it's also a good thing for the Africans who are living here to showcase their culture to the Madison community. They are our adopted community.
The festival is a celebration of the entirety of Africa, showcasing 54 countries in Africa. African cuisine from 11 of those countries is available at the event, and vendors sold crafts inspired by many different areas on the continent. Summer is a time for relatives to come together and have a family reunion, and that is exactly what two sister health departments did. The UW Fetal Diagnosis and Treatment Center is a collaboration between UW Health and Unity Point Health. The reunion took place at the Henry Vilas Zoo, and patients, along with their families that were treated by the center and Unity Point, were invited to the zoo. This event gave families the opportunity to reconnect with the caregivers that brought their babies into the world.
They always made it a point to come check on us and, reach out and contact. And when they were living in the NICU, all those doctors came to see them then. So it wasn't just like they did the procedure and then, good luck with your life. Like, they were very involved throughout the rest of the process. And it's nice to feel like you have people in your corner.
The event ran from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Tomorrow marks the end of 2023's Black Restaurant Week in Madison. The 8th annual iteration of the festival ran from last Sunday until tomorrow afternoon. It has been a week of celebration of Black-owned restaurants, food trucks, caterers, sweet treat makers, and specialty food businesses. There were specials and features from over 35 different Black-owned locations. From 2 to 5 p.m. tomorrow, the Food Taste Jamboree brings the week to a close at Feed Kitchens. The event hosts food carts and specialties that offer $5 taste from their businesses. Now to a traffic alert for those who are taking the Metro Transit. A reminder for those of you, some minor tweaks to the new schedule are taking effect tomorrow. Just a couple of those changes to be aware of. Starting tomorrow, there will be a minor schedule adjustments for routes A, B, F, and R to help with on-time performance and better connections. Also, 2 additional buses will be added to the popular campus Route 80, with those buses being paid for by the University of Wisconsin-Madison. To find a complete list of the changes, find this story on our website at channel3000.com. Coming up next at 10, pardons often turn to secondhand stores and shops online, stores for baby gear. But beware, because you could be putting your baby's life at risk. Plus, it will be hot, but just how hot? Jacob will break that down to your most certified accurate forecast.
This week's Hy-Vee hot deals are Stamilt red cherries, just $2.48 a pound. Smithfield bacon, just $2.99. And buy 2, get 1 free on select Pepsi products. All week long at Hy-Vee.
Surgenian's 93-year history means you pay $93 for installation no matter how many rooms you carpet. Get carpet and pad in your old carpet removed and recycled. Our competitors can't match it. Ask about 18-month financing. Local, sustainable Surgenians.
This summer, happiness is a new Chevy. You can go farther, tow more, and bring along everyone you love. Your road to happiness begins in a new Chevy. Get 1.9% financing on select popular Chevy SUVs when you finance with GM Financial. Plus, make no monthly payments for 90 days. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
Stop right there. This week, the Denny's Super Slam is only $9.99. Hungry for all your breakfast favorites? When you want America's biggest breakfast for only $9.99 at Denny's,
it's diner time.
Now open really late.
At Gruber Law Offices, you pay us nothing until we win your case. It costs you nothing up front to get the results and compensation you deserve. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
It's safe to say that a great day's work starts with a great night's sleep. So no matter what kind of job you have, Denver Mattress has the right mattress for you. So shop the Labor Day sale today, because the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Save up to $900 on purple adjustable mattress sets and score a $300 gift. Or check out the Summit Firm, now only $299.99. Plus 4 years no interest and free shipping. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right mattress.
Get ready for an improved news experience. The all-new Channel 3000 News app is here. Experience a website-like layout and swipe through articles without returning to the home screen. Download the Channel 3000 News app, powered by News 3 Now.
It's Hy-Vee's Super Snack Sale this Friday through Sunday. Get Fritos or Cheetos, $2.77. Chex Mix, Bugles, or Gardettos, 2 for $4. And Nature Valley or Fiber One bars, $1.99. Only at Hy-Vee.
News 3 Now brings you team coverage of the first Republican presidential debate.
We'll have live reports from Milwaukee and full debate analysis.
Campaign 2024 GOP presidential debate coverage. Wednesday on your local election headquarters. News 3 Now. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Storm preparations are underway in Seal Beach, California, where a mile-long berm has been constructed to protect homes. The focus keeping people and property out of harm's way. The storm is barreling north from Baja, Southern California, putting many communities at risk of excessive rain, as much as 10 inches, and what the National Hurricane Center calls catastrophic flooding.
We strongly advise people to stay home. If you do not need to be out on the roads, please take yourself out of the equation.
The storm is already being felt in California's Mojave Desert, along with Phoenix and Nevada. Las Vegas could see a record-shattering 4 inches of rain. If Hillary does hit California, it would be the first major tropical storm in Southern California since 1939, which killed more than 90 people. President Biden says FEMA personnel and supplies are ready to respond if needed. Meanwhile, back here, those hot temps could create some problems this week. Let's get a look at your certified most accurate forecast with meteorologist Jacob Montesano. Jacob.
Thanks, Jalen. As I mentioned, we have 3 alert days, Sunday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and these are all for the hot temperatures. We may have to have an alert day for Tuesday as well, but we'll talk about that tomorrow, possibly. Now, it is for all of southern Wisconsin. The temperatures will likely exceed 95 degrees at times, and the heat index values could likely exceed 100 degrees at times. Looking at the 3 things you need to know, it's going to be hot tomorrow, and it's going to be hot for a good portion of next week, especially for Wednesday and Thursday. On top of the heat, though, we also are expected to be dry, really for the foreseeable future. The next 10 days calls for little to no rain, and we just had an improvement on the drought monitor this last week. It likely will get worse as we head into the end of August. Now, looking at the forecasted lows for tonight, we'll see lows dropping to around 70 degrees in Madison. Out near Iowa, we could see lows in the mid-70s. Because of the humidity levels, lows tonight will be fairly mild. For tomorrow, we'll see highs in the lower 90s. Some areas may stay in the upper 80s, but it's going to be hot nonetheless, and it's also going to be pretty humid. I already talked about those heat index values likely exceeding the temperatures, and here is the heat index forecast for tomorrow. We will likely get into that very hot zone Probably not going to get to 105 heat index value tomorrow, but we definitely could for Wednesday and Thursday, possibly even close to the extremely hot level as we head into the middle of the week. Now, here's a look at the actual temperature forecast. 97 is the forecasted high for Wednesday and Thursday, and this high of 91 has been trending upwards, so we may have to even raise Tuesday as well, but at least Monday is looking pretty good. And it's also going to be a lot better by this time next week, but until then, it's going to be very, very hot. Pretty dangerous at times as well. So here's a look at the forecast. You know, tomorrow I already showed, but as we get into Tuesday, we're going to see very high heat index values, especially closer to Iowa. Again, we may have to issue an alert day for Tuesday, especially for the southwestern portion of Wisconsin. And then for Wednesday, it'll start to spread more into the central and eastern portion of the state with, once again, heat index values close to 110. Again, that may be a little bit high, but still, it's definitely possible to get up to that level. And then for Thursday, we're going to see heat index values above 100 at times for a lot of our area. Again, this may be just a little bit too high. If I had to guess, we'll probably be closer to 105 than 110, but still going to be very hot nonetheless. And by the time we get to Friday, still hot for some areas, but certainly a lot better than Wednesday and Thursday. Now, here are a few safety tips to keep you safe during the heat. Stay hydrated and take frequent breaks. This top bullet point is the most important. Limit strenuous, prolonged outdoor activities. And also wear light-weighted and light-colored clothing. Light clothes reflect the sun a lot more than dark clothes, which absorb the sun's heat. And also check on elderly and pets, because those are definitely vulnerable groups. Now, as I mentioned, we're going to be dry the next 7 to 10 days, but we're also going to be a lot more comfortable as we head into next week, and with high temperatures back in the upper 70s. And trends are showing that for the start of September, we're going to remain near or below average. So this will be very hot. I don't want to downplay it, but it looks like it will be a lot better shortly after. Again, Friday is going to kind of be that transition day, and then for Saturday next week is going to be a lot better.
I know a lot of college students are getting back into the groove of things. They're going to be outside, walking from class to class, and I doubt that their first week of school they're going to be wanting to walk in 97-degree heat, but there's hope on the horizon, as you said, with temps back into the 70s and low 80s.
Do we know when Wisconsin starts school? I assume someone knows. I just don't know off the top of my head, because
neither do I. I know that
if it's not this next week, it's good. It looks like the forecast will be good for the first week, because, like I said, it looks like it'll start to be near or below average towards the end of August, early September.
Oh, so. It's after Labor Day, and well,
yeah. And hard to say for sure, but it does look like it'll be a lot better. Yeah.
Good news for them.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, Jacob. Welcoming a new baby brings many joys and many expenses. That's why parents often turn to secondhand stores, consignment shops, and online exchanges devoted exclusively to used baby gear. But bargain hunters beware. You could be putting your baby's life at risk. Consumer Reports has an important warning on the risk of buying secondhand.
We've done it before, so it's a little scary going back to the newborn phase again, especially with 3 other kids at home.
With the due date of baby boy number 4 fast approaching, Sarah Peterson is making sure she has everything ready.
Luckily, we'd ended up keeping a lot of our things from the other babies. So we have a lot of clothes. We had to get a new changing pad.
Shopping secondhand or accepting hand-me-downs from friends can help you get what you need without breaking the bank. But you still have to be careful that the gear you get for your baby is safe.
While it's illegal to sell recalled products, including on the secondhand market, people might not be aware of the law, or may not even realize that the product they're selling has been recalled.
And it's not uncommon to find recalled infant sleepers and other products. The CPSC recently sent a letter to MEDA asking it to strengthen efforts to prevent the posting of banned and recalled consumer products for sale. Cribs with drop-down sides are another dangerous item to never buy. These have been linked to dozens of infant deaths and were banned in 2011. Even parents planning on using newer cribs still need to be careful.
Sometimes a used crib may be passed on to you disassembled. You won't know if it's missing any hardware unless you have the assembly instructions.
Used car seats are also problematic.
Buying used car seats is not a good idea because you won't reliably know a lot about the seat. You won't know the seat's crash history.
And if the labels and instructions aren't clear or available, you won't be able to check for recalls or check the expiration date. You won't even know if the seat is missing any parts. If you're still considering a used car seat that you know hasn't been in a crash, you'll want to check the seat's expiration date on the label and in the owner's manual, as well as search for any open recalls on the model. You can find the model number on the seat's manufacturer label. Sarah and her family welcomed baby Noah just days after this interview. This is Luz Plasencia.
Consumer Reports suggest that whenever you purchase a used item for your child, you could check recalls at .gov or CPSC's recall site first to make sure it hasn't been recalled. We've put that link on our station's website. And still to come, the Packers hosted the Patriots for the second week of the preseason action. See how Jordan Love and the Pack fared. That's next in sports with Andrew.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
At Lawton Cates, your life counts is more than just a slogan. It's connecting you with top medical specialists after a serious injury. It's holding the insurance company responsible for your lost wages and your hospital bills. It's a guarantee that we'll be with you every step of the way and won't accept anything less than the maximum payment you deserve. We'll speak with you for free, and there's no fee until we get results for you. Your life counts. Lawton Cates. Call us today.
Summer fun means one thing. It's time to visibly say goodbye to crow's feet, fine lines, wrinkles, and under-eye bags, and say hello to smooth, beautiful, younger-looking skin with Plexiderm. Plexiderm smooths away wrinkles without foundation, without color makeup, and without expensive procedures. Best of all, you could try it for only $14.95 this summer.
This isn't the first time I've been on TV raving about this product. It's amazing. My friends, my family, they can't believe it. Nothing works like this.
I've had under-eye bags for a very long time, and it sucks. Finally, I tried something called Plexiderm. I put it on my face, and I'm not joking, it works.
So take action this summer and pack up your under-eye bags and wrinkles and put them on vacation with Plexiderm. Try our summertime special and get it for only $14.95, plus get free shipping. Visit plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Set summer in motion with the most electrifying Honda vehicles yet, like the CR-V and the Accord, both with available hybrid powertrains, designed to deliver more thrilling performance and more innovative tech. Make every adventure more electrifying with Honda, the most awarded brand in Car and Driver 10 Best history. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
Are you sweating over high energy bills? Windows drafty or broken? Champion is here to help. With our 70th anniversary sale, buy 2 windows, get 2 free.
At Champion, we design new windows specific to your home's needs. Then they are built in our very own factory, installed by a team of professionals, and guaranteed for a lifetime by our best-in-class warranty.
Buy 2 windows, get 2 free. Call or go online to book your free estimate at getchampionwindows.com.
After driving cattle in the 1880s, hitting the hay could be a literal experience. But some lucky cowpokes got to sack out in a brand new Sealy mattress. And after 140 years, Sealy is still delivering a great night's sleep. That's why Denver Mattress is proud to offer the Sealy Posturepedic Plus Hybrid. With cool-to-touch covers, body-hugging memory foams, and motion-reducing coils, you'll sleep cooler and more comfortably all night long. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right Sealy.
In the past, the preseason gave the Packers a chance to see who their backups or what their backups could do, but not anymore. Ahead of Green Bay's Week 2 preseason matchup, the team's GM, Brian Gutekunst, was clear. This is about giving his young nucleus time to gel, and that meant there was a whole lot of love in the air at Lambeau tonight. First quarter, packed down 7. Jordan Love pinned inside his own 10, floats a bomb for his running mate Romeo Doubs right in the breadbasket, and the 42-yard completion would set up this. Love in the pack of the 19, play action, and Jordan Love sears a laser right into the midst of rookie Jaden Reed. The touchdown tied the game at 7 apiece. Love played 3 series. He'd go 5 for 8 for 84 yards. But then, with 10 minutes left in the game, Sean Clifford finds Malik Heath. But the Patriots cornerback Isaiah Bolden took a brutal hit in this one. They say that he does have feelings in his hands and legs, but he was carted off the field. And in an extremely rare move, the head coach has decided to not play the rest of the game. It's not something you see every day, and it leaves New England on top. They win it 21-17. When Badgers linebacker Jordan Turner was 8 years old, he started volunteering at backpack drives with his mom, and every year since, he's done the same thing right before the school year starts. He'd help stuff backpacks with school supplies for kids in need, but that was in Michigan. What about here in Madison? Well, of course, he couldn't just stop, so he teamed up with the Road Home Foundation for a second annual backpack drive here at Madison. Turner says this year's turnout was even better than last, saying they hit their goal of 300 backpacks.
I'm excited to use my name to give back to my community. And, the only thing I've been doing since I've been growing up every year before school is making backpacks with my moms. And I started this last year, giving back to my community, and, school is coming up. So just kind of helping them get a good head start to, school year.
The Brewers have spent most of the year on top of the NL Central, and they still are, but the Cubs and the Reds are right on their tails. They got to keep staying afloat in the NL Central, trying to take another one from the red-hot Rangers. Top three with 2 on, Crew lead by 1, but not if Willy Adames has anything to say about it. He tomahawks a single into left field, and it would bring home Carlos Santana to score. But Willie wasn't done with the heavy lifting. Bases empty in the 6th, and he puts that ball in the Rangers bullpen. A solo shot for the shortstop, and after a little slump, Adames is on a tear right now. He leads his Brew Crew to a 6-1 victory. For most teams, ending your season in the Elite Eight is a dream come true, and it was that last year for Wisconsin volleyball, but they want more. The 2021 national champions were back in the Fieldhouse today. They played a preseason exhibition against the University of Illinois Chicago, and the Fieldhouse was going crazy. UIC floats one up, and here's Izzy Ashburn setting up for Sarah Franklin. Good luck stopping that one. Then Gulje Guchtikin, Wisconsin's sophomore libero, whizzes a line drive, and it's just too hot to handle. Wisconsin wins the exhibition in straight sets. They'll open the season Friday in Minneapolis. And Jalen, a really, really scary sight at Lambeau tonight. You don't see many NFL games being just stopped for the rest of the game, even if it is preseason.
And I'm happy that they did decide to just go ahead and call it. I understand that they had a couple more injuries during the course of the game. And the fact that Isaiah Bolden, really young player, was down for such a long time, it's like, hey, look, we want to get to the season healthy. Let's check on him, make sure he's good, but let's just call it. I
totally agree. Really unprecedented move, but in my opinion, the right move.
But just on a brighter note, seeing Jordan Love and company, that's 2 weeks in a row where the first-team offense was able to punch it in. That's a good sight.
His quarterback rating's way over 100 through 2 starts. 5 series, but it's something, more than we knew before.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Thanks, Andrew. We'll be back with more after this.
Last of summer will draw you in at Toyota's National Sales Event. It's like a magnet, but for people.
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care. That's the value you can expect from Toyota. Toyota, let's go places.
I'm Scott the Window Guy with AHT Wisconsin Windows. Our solid core. Sorry everyone, I get a notification every time I get a positive review online.
Makeup.
Thanks Dawn, we think our windows are pretty great too.
Take 2.
I'm Scott the Window Guy with AHT Wisconsin Windows. Our solid core, composite frame, triple pane windows are worth a positive review at scottthewindowguy.com.
Cut! Somebody give me his phone.
Ken? Seriously?
We all share the same roads, but when an accident happens, we don't always share the same consequences. Big trucks can cause big damage. Injuries can be severe and may require a lifetime of care and compensation. Call Gruber Law Offices today. We have been fighting and winning for people injured by big trucks for more than 30 years. Let us do the same for you. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
America, it's time to gear up and get out there in a new Ford vehicle. And it all starts at your local Ford dealer during the Discover Summer Sales Event. Choose from a great selection of trucks and SUVs equipped with the tech and comfort you need to discover your best summer ever. With a large inventory in stock, now is the best time to trade in, trade up, and discover summer with Ford. Choose FlexBuy on a 2023 Ford Escape or Edge and get 2.9% APR financing for 66 months plus $1,000 FlexBuy cash. Only at your local Ford dealer.
It's safe to say that a great day's work starts with a great night's sleep. So no matter what kind of job you have, Denver Mattress has the right mattress for you. So shop the Labor Day sale today, because the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Save up to $900 on Purple adjustable mattress sets and score a $300 gift. Or check out the Summit Firm, now only $299.99. Plus 4 years no interest and free shipping. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right mattress.
That non-stop pain in your joints. Let's get real. You've been putting up with this because you can't stand the thought of joint replacement or surgery. I get it, and so does QC Kinetics.
Their highly skilled medical professionals deliver relief to aching hips, shoulders, back, and knees. QC Kinetics uses all-natural biologics and healing properties to tackle your pain.
No joint replacements, no surgeries. So what are you waiting for? Call QC Kinetics today, and let's get you some relief.
The last of summer will draw you in at Toyota's National Sales Event. It's like a magnet, but for people.
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care. That's the value you can expect from Toyota. Toyota, let's go places.
The First Warn Weather Team takes you beyond the barometer, only on News 3 Now.
Finally, tonight, we don't have one near us yet, but Buc-ee's is looking for a snack tester to guarantee quality in their snacks. This includes the roadside stop's famous beaver nuggets,
yum,
homemade Oreo fudge, hippo tacos, and lemon crisp. You'll have to document your experience through written reviews and photographs. If interested, apply on the Finance Buzz website by September 11th. You must be 18 to qualify and be based in the U.S.
You know, being a food tester is kind of a dream job for me, but beaver nuggets and hippo tacos, I kind of draw the line right there.
Yeah, and I'm not big on lemon either, so that's one job I won't be applying
I like how yours is just lemon.
Yeah, lemon?
Yeah. It's just the lemon.
I don't know, hippo tacos.
I'm with you. I'm not a fan of lemon either.
But, all right, Jacob, what do we have in weather?
Well, we're going to be pretty hot. We have 3 alert days for the heat, and we may have to issue one Tuesday as well. The good news is that it will be a lot better this time next week, and we also will be very dry.
All right, well, sounds good. Thank you all for joining us tonight. It's been a great evening.